This is Dungeon Not Included, the actual play podcast for the adventurous listener.
Hello, welcome to Dungeon Not Included. How's everybody?
Great.
Oh, it's going well.
I'm excited to play today. I might fall asleep in the middle of it in about 3 days, but that's great. I'm psyched other than that.
Absolutely.
I cut myself trying to open a case of ginger ale with a letter opener.
Very nice.
Game. It's gonna be a good game. We're all
We're all in the zone.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see how the final results came out. Who won the dessert thing?
So we're doing the food fight in our fan club.
Yeah.
And
Is it still going?
It's still going, but we do have our
Okay.
final four.
Oh, who are they?
For division, for the frozen food division, it is the Sunday Crunch Bar, which
Okay.
beat out every like Cookie Puss, Big Cake, Viennetta, the fanciest cake of the 80s. It's unbelievable.
Mhm.
We have Reese's Pieces, beat up every other snack food, every chocolate bar, everything else. And Bazooka Joe Gum was for some reason nominated for this list. It's a travesty. The whole thing was stupid.
I mean, especially because Reese's Pieces are like, they're not even as good as a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
You could have also got like
Yeah.
a jumbo Reese's peanut butter cup. There's so many other ways you could have gone with this, but for some reason, Reese's Pieces, everyone's very angry about that. Entenmann's Crumb Cake won for pastries. It beat up Hostess pies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies, all of them. Every ding dong, Twinkie, everything.
Mhm.
And the one for the last region, which was cookies, was the Oreo Big Stuff, a cookie they only had for a few months in the 80s that was this big and mostly cream.
Okay, I can see that though. I guess
As far as I can tell, we have no fake people voting. Everyone who is voting is angrily commenting about why is this happening? It's like a microcosm of American political life.
This is
It's just
so bizarre.
It's so bizarre. Nobody's happy. Nobody is happy. But yeah, good. Yeah, we're all good. That's what we've been up to for the last few weeks. But I am excited.
I have to say, I have definitely seen in the last week. I think I saw on some social media thing people being very angry about people who pronounce them Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I could see that. I could see why someone would be angry about that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's...
All right. So where were we last time? I know we talked about this before we got on screen, but
yeah,
I think Alex and Rebel did a wonderful job forensic piecing together what the story was in our Discord. So I'll leave it up to the two of them.
To be fair, Alex did all of the work, and I chimed in at the end. So that does... It may seem like we're equal contributors, but that's just how I wanted it to
If this was a school project and a group project, we'd be all be sharing the grade, right? Frank is as much of an A as I do, so we're So we were in Ares. What's the name of it? Ares
Macrotechnology.
Yeah, we had invaded Ares Macrotech. We had siphoned off, or Mongoose had siphoned off a ton of their money and sent it off to various charitable donations. Or charities, and then in our attempts to leave, we messed up. We got a lot of very bad rolls in a row, and so we had Frank attempted to convert a guard. That went. He pulled a gun. The guard pulled a gun on Frank for trying to do so after admitting to poisoning everybody with mushrooms that were laced, or food laced with mushrooms that were poisonous. And then Mongoose attempted to take the gun away, which caused it to fire and shoot Frank. I took a devil's bargain, or a dragon's bargain, and slew the guard
with a narwhal tusk.
With a narwhal tusk.
Ridiculous
and
game.
we had we then used the flashback mechanic to mitigate the amount of damage that we took. We gave ourselves armor that we hadn't planned for originally. If I remember correctly, my armor was Kevlar, and yours was old band T-shirts stacked on top of each other that you had decided to have underneath.
And then no one noticed how bulky Holly was looking today.
Yep. Nope. Yep. And so we are in a room with a dead body. And the last thing Mongoose said to the group was, "You two get out of here. I can get myself out. You two get you out of here, because you're dressed and have an employee badge and everything. And we were just caterers who are now, at least one of us, covered in blood."
Yeah.
So.
And one of you has a bullet hole in their band T-shirts.
Yeah, it's a great day all around.
Yeah, we both each took 1 damage. We took 2 originally, but we mitigated it through flashback.
Right. So I think
that was actually just equipment, your loadout.
Yeah.
Yes, but we didn't. But we hadn't declared our. We had declared our loadouts were light, but we hadn't. You said what we were putting in them, and we used that. Isn't that how you do it? You we do a flashback to us prepping for the trip.
Oh, you could do it that way, sure.
Yeah,
it's not the technical flashback mechanic. That's
there is. Is there something more specific? Yeah. Then okay. Yeah, we just added it in our loadout. Oh yeah, we were wearing Kevlar the whole time, of course. Why wouldn't?
Of course.
Yeah. Or
Kevlar and band T-shirts.
30 band T-shirts or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of starch. A lot of starch. So we did consider Alex having Jackie taking on the persona of the.
So this is some. Yes, we talked. That was something we talked about after Mike, and I'm still okay with that. My plan is I'm going to strip down the guard and wear the outfit and change my face to try and get myself at least be able to escort myself out of there, if not escort the other 2.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a bad idea. I like it.
Yep.
Sounds like a good idea that could backfire terribly.
There are people probably coming here quickly because there was a gunshot.
Ooh, all right. What can we do to barricade a door? What can we do to barricade a door temporarily?
What are you going to do to get into that guard's outfit fast enough?
I'm just going to start stripping, and I leave that to the rest of you to figure out what we're going to do to. I yell at them. I say, Jackie turns to them and says, "I'm the guard," and just starts pulling off clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mongoose will keep an eye on the door because she is so lost right now.
I am
no
going.
What's happening?
Yeah, this is so bad. I'm going to use Conjurer. I am going to force, and I do not actually force. I ask a nearby astral entity to obey a command I give it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Mother Mycelium and Father Fungi, whose presence should be throughout this building by now. People have eaten the fungi,
right?
They are breathing it out, and then the spores are in the air. And I'm trying to expand my mind so that I am the spores everywhere. And I'm going to slow down time for everyone in the building, or everyone in the hallway outside of where this birthday party. Corporate birthday party was happening. So what I really think that'll mean is that the mushrooms will make people act a lot slower, and it'll be coincidental.
It's not going to actually slow down time. It's going to slow down everyone but you.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Perception of time. So
yes.
Okay, that totally makes sense to me.
Yeah, my assess is 2, so I will roll 2 dice. And
is that all you're gonna do?
No, I am going to put more in there. What am I gonna do? What can I spend to give myself? Is it do I?
You can spend edge, but I believe you're in.
Yeah,
you can do a dragon's deal.
Yeah.
All right. I will. I think I'll take a dragon's deal on this one. Well,
all right.
You'll hear a dragon's deal and then decide if you want to take it or not.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm also trying to make sure that we share the screen so people can have fun with this. So yeah.
So the psychedelic effect would slow everyone down. So that would be if you succeed. You can get an extra die if essentially Mother Mycelium and Father Fungi then pay you back for it, and then later you're gonna slow down.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I like that. That's gonna be terrible because I have no physicality whatsoever, and anything can trip me up. And Brennan is definitely gonna kill us with this one, but it's fun. I think it's a good idea. Yeah. All right, that's 3d6.
Wait for us all to be passed out on the ground next to a dead body. That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3d6. I am going to roller.
Okay.
Odd. Oh, little lag. 6.
Ooh.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of needed that. So that's good. Everybody in the building doesn't realize it, but they're slowing down.
Right.
As they're slowly running towards this. They think they're running when they're actually walking very slowly towards the.
This is going to be really awesome to see. That would be that's really cool. All right, that should give you enough time to do the swap and get us out of there. I think probably both of us out of there, like escort us both out.
All right, so here's something I do want to. Well, I guess if you're going to slow everyone down and we can get out that way without having any sort of.
It's going to give you enough time to switch your clothes.
Okay, perfect. I do want to remind everyone too that the outfit is going to be bloodied because I stabbed them through the armpit to kill them. So I'm going to be faking an injury as we proceed forward.
All right. Yeah, I don't.
Where are we
How
hiding
fake
this
is it?
body?
You actually are injured, so.
It's true. I am injured. Hopefully in the same spot where I stabbed that person. That would be a great. That would be a great convenience.
So, not to throw this at Mongoose again for doing this literally the last time we had any kind of adventure, but do you have any ideas on how to cover our trails so that when this crime scene eventually does get uncovered, it gets pinned on someone else, or are we? Yeah, I mean, I'm blanking.
I've got a really gross way to deal with the body. If I don't know if Frank can do it or not.
Well, you thinking about a mushroom eating it?
Is there a way to get a fungus to destroy this body?
It depends. Like right now, I'm just thinking.
That seems like the best.
I love that. That's the best option.
Best? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we could definitely.
If we have to dispose of a body and we have a person who literally worships a manifestation of decay.
Yeah.
Like it's right there.
I'm in favor of this, but like there is an option where this masquerade is just to get us out the door, and then eventually they find a body in the closet, and we will be uncovered that there was a crime here, specifically a murder of their security guard, but do we want to pin it on someone else? If we as a group want to do that instead, we can do that. If not, then I don't mind feeding this body to a mushroom or trying.
I mean, the other option I can think of is that we somehow change this guy's appearance and then say that he attacked us, but I don't know who we would pin it on.
Yeah.
And how you would change his appearance. I'm not sure how that would happen.
Yeah. Oh, let's boil it down this way. Are there security cameras in this room?
Yeah, it's a good question.
They're in the hall.
Okay.
Not in the room.
How many exits and entrances are we dealing with?
Just the one.
Okay. Never mind then.
All right, so it's entirely up to us. Either a mushroom, and I know this is kind of like us discussing what we think will be more fun than our characters debating it. a mushroom to dissolve the body, and then there was some weird mushroom cult that broke in and poisoned everyone and then consumed the catering staff, and then Jackie goes back to work tomorrow as a security guard. Or just enough to get us out the door, in which case
if we're just, I mean, because there's a, I mean, I can think the other two options I'm thinking of is we don't do anything, we just leave the body and go. If we have time to slip past, they're gonna find the body anyway. But if we're also looking for a distraction, there's probably a window we can chuck it out of. That'll distract people below. Oh my God, someone jumped. A naked person just flew out a window, right? Like we can use that distraction and then escape.
And Jackie, you still have to change your shape into this guy.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll that, don't I?
Yeah, let's roll that first, since that's the natural progression of
transmorphic, which I just have move, so I just have the one, right, to do it. It's been a bit. It's one of my adept feats.
Right.
So I can change it. I can change the color of my skin, make it difficult for several minutes. I can spend an edge to morph to make it specific. So I'm going to spend an edge in order to do that. And then I'm going to... So do I have to actually roll, or should it just happen if I spend an edge?
Spend one edge when you morph, plus one edge for each special feature.
That reads to me as it happens. But
yes, I believe it does just happen, but it costs you. At least 2 edge to do the build change and
so from what I've gathered is it's 1 edge to change, and then the second edge would be if I want to make the change last for extended period of time. So how long do if this is going to be how long are we going to be leaving this building?
To change the build that you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I can spend 2.
Then there's another one if you want to change your voice. You could spend up to 4 edge on this.
Okay.
Yeah, my suggestion, I'm pitching, 2 edge to change who you are and build, because you have to be convincing about it.
Yeah.
Don't do the voice thing. You're injured, so you're just groggy.
Yep.
We're gonna walk you out. We're gonna use a mushroom. We're gonna try to use a mushroom to dissolve the body. Not completely, but there will be a corpse in the room, but they may not be able to identify who. Like, is it one of the caterers? We don't know.
Sure.
And then the thing we're going to play with for fun in the rest of this campaign is how long does Jackie have to put on the role of security guard?
Sure.
To do
well,
that?
If you're not spending it, obviously it doesn't last for very long.
Right, and that's something that
you spend to make it last longer.
Yeah, we could even maybe decide that later on, whether you need to go back to work the next day and have to spend again, and are you walking back into the lion's den? I think there's more fun in that than just throwing a body out the window and running. Although now that I've said it out loud.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend the 1 edge to, I think right now, I mean, how quick do we think we're getting out of this building?
We're running out.
Okay, if we're running, then I'm going to spend the 2, because I'm going to spend 1 for the initial morph, and then 1 in order to change the build. And then I'm not going to worry so much about making it last for an hour or a few hours. I'm just going to make it short. It's a short-term thing. If we're just getting out of the building,
it'll last for about 10 minutes.
Then that's and if we can get out, if we think that's where we're going to get out of the building. The other thing too is if let's say that we get to a point where we're coming up on something delays us, we have some bad rolls along the way. Can I add that additional edge later, or do I have to do it initially?
Like
I'm picturing. Let's say if you're
into him, but you would have to morph back into him. It would.
No, okay. So I guess what I'm saying is let's say
before it expires.
Yeah, so if I'm this person and I can rearrange the cells in my body, the muscles and everything, right? I'm sure that it just like when you're flexing any muscle, if you're holding weight for too long, you can feel when your muscles are getting tired. You can feel that buildup of lactic acid, and you can feel twitching and stuff like that. If at that point I feel like that would be the point where she could be like, no, I'm going to buckle the hell down and really brace myself. So would I be able to narratively hold off and use that extra edge when the time comes, if we're just in this building? Okay, That's kind of that's at least how I'm picturing it in my head. Is I don't think that she would have to make the conscious decision, or it's I believe I have her. It's a they generally, but I think it's a she right now. That's how I've been presenting. I think that they will wait to hold that extra edge until it's necessary.
Okay. So you transform into the guard and put on his clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
While everyone is delayed outside.
Yep.
And then you're, Polly, you are going to put on you're going to use Conjurer again.
Yeah.
To try to dissolve.
Yeah, that's my plan. And if I know it feels like a replay, but is there a dragon deal here too as well? I mean, I feel like it almost writes itself. I'm asking the mushroom to eat flesh. Is there?
Yeah, I think if you fail, I think the dragon's deal is that all of you would suffer some damage, some harm.
Yeah, I'd have to. I'm hungering the mushroom for flesh, and
right, and then you would all get eaten on a little bit.
Is that everyone, or could it just be me?
I'm saying it's everyone right now. Everyone in the room. You don't have to take it.
Yeah. We are taking it?
I want to take it. Yeah, okay. And this is as long as everyone's out of character, okay with me, Polly doing this, which is not cool, but Polly thinks, oh yeah, it's it's evening the scales, it's balance. Of course, everyone would go.
Sure. I mean, you and I each already have only one harm done, so getting to 2 harm isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, and to be clear,
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, to be clear, out of character, I mean, I don't think Polly is doing the right thing here. That's not you don't make decisions for other people's bodies, but
yeah.
All right. So submit. Oh, did I clear it first? I don't remember if I did.
You did not.
It was a 5.
You're gonna need to re-roll.
Okay,
just
I will.
It and re-roll it.
All right, sure.
Because I don't remember what you had besides the 6 last time.
I do remember there was a 5, so that second 5 would have been this.
Okay.
I'm okay with that if you are.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
just clear it next time.
Yep, I cleared it now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a 3, a 5, and a 6 last time, something like that.
Yeah, I knew it was 5 and 6, so that second 5 that showed up right now. This is how actual play works. We talk about numbers. Yeah, so 5.
Okay, so you got a 5. That means that it succeeds, but there's a consequence. So here's what's happening. All of you are going to take 1 wound level, and that's because of the dragon's deal. And then the mushroom mold that emerges onto the body eats through it and begins to eat through the floor.
Oh,
yes.
Good.
I love this.
The floor is weakened, and you all are in danger of falling through.
Do we want to fall through so we get?
Yeah, what's below us?
It would mean that we're not on the camera for the. I think we have to find out. We have to play to find out what's below us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not sure. The floor is creaking and starting to sag, though. So
we won't be on camera through this hallway. I mean, it might just be just another ounce of confusion. I'm willing to stand. No, you know what? Screw it. I really don't have a lot of harm. Let's just get the hell out of here. I can't. I'm so weak. My t-shirts can only take so much.
I think maybe we should not fall through the floor just because it would be bad for our health.
Yeah. All right. Let's stick with the original plan. We're running. We got 10 minutes approximately to get an injured security guard the hell out of the building when everyone should be running now because of the creaking and the smell.
All of you escaping is going to be probably a group roll then.
Okay.
How are you getting out of here without falling through the floor?
Well, Mongoose was posted by the door, so maybe Mongoose can clear a path.
Welcome to us, other Alex.
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my computer died and I left my charger at
no.
school.
Oh,
So,
no.
am I
no.
echoing or anything? Am I messing up?
Not at
No.
all. And weirdly, you're you're gone now, but your camera was actually better than it was before. Slightly better. Yeah, this is very very close. I'll do this.
Yeah,
So-
that was a little too close.
Yeah.
Great for podcast listening.
Yep.
For those of you
Okay.
listening to the podcast, we had some video issues just now.
Really quick, am I echoing like crazy or anything?
Not
No.
at all. You sound good.
All right. So
Not
I
really.
don't have the dice roller and everything open, or my character sheet, and I'm gonna try and get them both open at the same time, but I don't know if I can right now.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
you
all
should
right.
worry about it. We were
Yeah,
like
we
halfway
leave
through,
stuff
and
off
we'll walk you through.
so
All right,
Yeah.
cool. You guys can roll for me if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can roll dice for you if we have to.
All right. So, Mongoose, you were stationed by the door, is what you were saying, or Rebel. That's what
Right.
you were saying.
So I think what I can do is I can y'all can like jump and I can try and help catch you if you fall, essentially.
okay. That sounds like something in body.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to prowl my way out. You find
Well,
it?
that is in
It's
fact
fine.
climbing, swimming, running, and jumping. So yes,
Nice.
prowl
All
does-
right.
Very nice. Okay, cool. That's great. Because I'm better at that.
All right. So by group roll, is one person supposed to be rolling for everyone, or
No, one person is the lead.
that would be Mongoose, I think.
I think I would be the lead in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That means that you will take the damage. You will take the edge if other people fail.
I can live with that, especially
But-
because I think I have the least edge right now.
Right. You will all take. You will all roll your prowl and take the best result
All right.
out of all of you.
I'm gonna roll my one, and I'm gonna take a peek at Alex's character sheet and roll
Sure.
their prowl as well. Alex is back in. Hold on one second. Alex, your prowl is, I believe, 1 as well. All right.
Sounds right.
So I'm just gonna add. All right. So I'm gonna add. Ooh, I rolled a 3
Uh-huh.
for myself. So crap. And this next roll is going to be for Alex because I don't want to switch around. 1.
And I rolled a 6.
Awesome.
Okay, well, you definitely grab their arms as they are falling through the floor and pull them up, but you are going to suffer damage from that.
Right. I imagine what happens is I try and pull them up, and I'm a talky person, not a lifty person. So it's probably not great for me. My muscles aren't used to doing this. So I imagine I am able to pull them up, but it is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just look up how much that hurts you.
So just take an aside. I like the way this game does cascading interdependent failure and success.
Yes.
Right? Like when we do well with each other, we pull each other out of the muck, and then we sink each other back into the muck.
Yes.
Yep.
So
It's interesting.
Yes, absolutely. So you're going to take 2 edge because anybody who rolled a 1 to 3 as their best result costs you 1 edge.
Right. Done.
My fault.
Our fault.
Both of your faults.
Yeah. 1 and 3, literally. Mm.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, it doesn't. You don't take any harm from that, but you're definitely your edge is bleeding away. So
Right.
Let's get
you
the hell
aren't
out of here.
quite as injured as some of these other folks. I don't think.
Nah, I'm fine.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you're in good shape compared to, say, Polly.
I'll probably have a rash from the flesh mold, but that's about it.
Yes.
Role playing.
Oh, you had flesh mold, so that does mean less effect. So yes, you are all teetering on the edge.
Oh, ooh, that's
Uh,
not good.
you did pull them up though, so
Mhm.
they did not fall through the floor.
I think it is time for us to make our exit.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so here's the situation. The door itself there's barely any floor in front of it, so you're going to have to get through there.
Yeah, so I'm trying to imagine this. Can you?
Sure. So
What
you
do you
guys are
mean
standing
by-
on basically the corner of the room
Mhm.
where the floor is still intact. You can reach out to the door, but you're going to, you're definitely some distance away from there.
Right, so getting to the door is difficult.
You could also drop down to the room below probably fairly easily.
That now that we're not falling through the floor as it's breaking, that's probably a better plan.
Sure.
But falling onto a pile of rubble on our backs instead of our feet was probably just going to be a lot worse. So
I'm fine with that.
Let's go
Cool.
down the hole.
All right. So you guys you're going to clamber down as the door opens and you see two security guards standing there as you're clambering down.
I'm not. I mean,
Alex looks like the other security guard.
yeah.
You look like a caterer, right?
And I look like an office worker.
Yes. And they're like, "What's going on?"
We don't know.
I don't know. The floor just collapsed out from under us.
I just mime like, well, I don't know.
Lots of coughing. There's debris everywhere.
I have a cold.
Yeah.
They are they're confused, but look like they're going to try to get down to you. They're like, "Hold it right there. We'll be right down to help you out."
Are they trying to descend the hole, or are they going out the door they came?
Looks like they're going to come down the hole.
I mean, at this point, they have no reason to suspect us, so I think we should just let them help us.
Yeah, right? This just feels like a bad idea. I would go back the door they came and go down one flight of steps, but I'm not gonna tell them how to do their job.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll wait to be rescued by the people we are trying to rip off.
All right. So this will be a group deception.
I think I'll take lead on this.
Okay, Taki.
Thank you. This is part of your whole plan, actually.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I have 2 in influence, so.
That would actually be. Let's see. Is it influence in this game?
It's usually because
it is influence. Yes, you're right. Yes.
The approach we're taking is that we're just trying to talk to them and pretend to be someone we're not.
Right, and they're not anybody who's friends of yours for real.
Right.
So it's not consort. It's influence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So it's influence.
2 4s for me. So
Okay.
Oh, does that mean we have to? Yeah, we have to roll as well as you.
this
Yeah.
is another group
Influence.
action.
You are at none, Jackie. I believe. Am I on my action? No, that's me. I'm none. You are 1. Okay.
There we go.
So let me. So that means I roll 2 dice and get the lowest, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
As
that's
of now?
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
This is gonna be just. This is Jackie's roll first.
Okay.
Just to make. Are you gonna do anything? You're gonna.
No, we're good.
You
I think we just
let
do
her
it.
roll. Okay. 1 and clear. And am I going to do anything at this point? Why would I? One and 6
so-
technically, but 1.
When you're at 4 edge, that means something, right? Because I'm at 4.
No, it doesn't.
No, I think it's only if you
I
fill
don't
your
get
track.
extra edge?
You got to fill your track. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I hope
So-
that's the case because I have 6.
Polly and Jackie are doing nothing to look like just frightened people. We're just not. We're not even playing that part right. It's all on Mongoose.
yeah, Mongoose is gonna draw the attention to herself. Is basically like making a fuss to draw the attention away from the 2 people standing behind her who are acting like they climbed down a hole to, get out of a room instead of acting like they fell down a hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're
You're
so bad at
terrible
this.
partners.
We are
Mhm.
just.
So what did you get? You got a 4, Mongoose?
I got a 4, so it's not. I may be overacting a bit.
No, what I'm going to say happens is they arrive. One of them climbs down. The other one then realizes that's a stupid idea and goes down the stairs.
Yeah, good call.
And they take a look at you and your blood-stained and mold-ridden faces. And they're insisting on taking you to the infirmary. They're like, you need to be checked out by a doctor.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this guy got hurt. That's
You got about 5 minutes left on that face. So
yeah.
So
I don't work here. I want to go to my doctor at a hospital. Get me out of here, or I'm suing. And I am indignant.
And that's exactly how Polly says it.
Yes, I am indignant.
and they say, we have the best doctors here, don't worry. And they're going to escort you along with everyone else.
Okay.
Unless you want to make a roll for that.
No,
I
but
can
I
at
think what I do want to do. So I have a plan for how to keep them from finding out about this tomorrow, finding out about us and stuff. Because if they look at the security tapes and they see 4 people go in and can see our faces,
But
that'll
do we have to get out for that plan to start coming in? Like
we will have to get out eventually, but we need to get to the security.
I mean, I hate to keep doing. Oh, so you want us to stay here?
You want to cover
well,
your tracks.
Mongoose at least wants to stay, but
Oh, okay, that's
we
fine.
need
Then
to-
I'm not gonna.
yeah.
My thing was just gonna be like rolling the dice again to see if whether these guards, somehow got some of the mind controlling mushrooms, and I could actually lie to them in a convincing way. But if you want to stay, I'll play with that.
No, I think that's a good idea. I think using the mind controlling mushrooms will make things go smoother. So you should definitely go for it.
I think we got to make a decision soon before Jackie transforms back because
let's give it at least one more try because I'm sorry.
I'm going to kick in your dragon's deal now, and you all slow down.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
I don't want to go to the
And they think you're having a stroke, and they immediately
Yeah.
get
Oh,
you
that's
to the
awful.
infirmary.
All right, good.
How long does it take to get to the infirmary?
Just long enough that you're about to transform.
I also like the idea that maybe your transformation is slowed down, like the muscle relaxants, so like you're frozen in that phase.
I think I'm gonna let it lapse and just be back to myself.
And
Yeah,
what was yourself like these days? I don't remember today.
I believe it wasn't an old woman. I think it was
No,
just
that
a
was
woman.
last time.
Yeah, I think it was just a woman when I went in as the caterer.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't remember either, but that's all right. So you're going to lapse back to today's face, basically.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I
they
think
are
it's more fun
definitely
that way.
going to be surprised and very suspicious of you when that
I'm gonna
happens.
start. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn to whoever is there and start screaming, "My face! What's happening?"
I think you'll have to sell it.
Sure.
Mm.
What would that be? An influence roll?
Yeah.
Or what's my
Right.
influence?
I think it was 1, right? Because I had none and you
Mhm.
had 1. All right,
Let's do it.
this is for you.
Let's
Oh
hope
wow,
it pays
6.
off. Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
So I'm convincing them that what's happening to me is an effect of whatever has been happening to everyone else.
Right.
That's
So
wonderful.
the team is around you. There's like a whole like trauma team around you, freaking out. You have the full attention of the security guards. The other two of you are being neglected.
And that's when I'm going to slip out of the room and head for the security station.
And what are you going to do, Polly?
I will attempt to leave as well. I'm not heading to the security station. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to help cover Mongoose by splitting everyone's attention. I'm just going to try to leave as if I'm, I want to go see my doctor.
Okay.
And you know what? I think I'm more than relaxed because I'm slowing down. So I don't have no negative attention to me at all. This guy's too relaxed to be up to anything. He's slowly walking out the building. Yeah.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they're trying to figure out what's happening to you.
I love it.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Jackie is screaming about her face and what's going on. Who are you people? What's going on in here? My eyes, they burn, the whole, just like making as big a scene as possible out of this.
It's totally working.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mongoose.
So I want to head to the security station, and I am I want to see if there are any guards inside first before.
Yes, there are 2 guards inside.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go in blubbering and screaming about people's faces falling off and turning into other faces, and pointing and shouting to try and get them to go.
Okay. This is going to be a very desperate action.
Okay.
By the way, you can mark check in yours as well, Alex, because that was a desperate action as well.
Somebody have to do that on my sheet later.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
And I get to roll 2 for influence. And I got 2 twos. Oh no.
Perfect.
Okay. You have their complete attention.
Right.
But they're worried that you're hysterical and that there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
I'll see you
You're
in
not
a
leaving.
so.
They're calling in for more assistance.
Right. So if that's the case, then I will, instead of trying to get them out of there, I'm going to keep acting hysterical and back up to the control panel, like flailing around as if I don't know what I'm doing, but really what I'm trying to do is to break something.
Okay. And so you're flailing around trying to break something.
Yeah.
That totally sounds like wreck.
Yeah. That's unfortunate because I'm not good at that, but
Oh god.
so I can either spend an edge or I can make a dragon steel to get an extra die.
That's correct. You can spend 2 edge or get a dragon steel.
I do not have much edge. Okay, can I hear a dragon steel?
Remind me, where did you get the ID that you're wearing?
I think didn't I pawn it off of somebody else?
I think you did. I think you lifted it off another employee during the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can pull this off, but they're going to run your card and realize that you are not who you say you are.
Okay. Then, man, because the whole point of me erasing the tapes is to
hide your identity.
Hide my identity. Yeah. Is to make it so that they don't have any evidence that we were here. Right?
Yeah, I feel like this dragon steel is self-defeating.
Exactly. So I'll just roll wreck and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, how many dice you have in wreck? 0?
0, so I'll roll 2 and take
at least
the lowest. And
at least
both
it was that.
3s.
At least it was that.
Yeah.
They were both 3s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Idea.
Yeah, you bang your elbow into the screen, but it is much tougher than you realize. And they immediately grab you to calm you down. And a couple of other guards have now shown up, and they're going to escort you back to the medical center.
I know what Polly is doing.
Okay.
All right. This is so basically every plan has just got us squarely in the caught column. Polly is walking out the front door or making their way that way. And I'm contemplating, this is the first I've ever really called down on at least in play, the first I've ever really called on the mushroom, the great mushroom to do things, and really just everything kind of has screwed up. Nothing really worked out the way. Try to manipulate people's minds, try to eat bodies. It's never really working out. So I think I'm going to be praying to the great mushroom in my mind, and I think we're going to go back to square one when we first started this part of the adventure, and mushroom kaiju. I'm summoning the mushroom kaiju.
You're summoning the mushroom kaiju.
Yes. I think we're gonna destroy the building as best we can. There's right now, hopefully, if this works out, the rotting mass of the security guard is forming with all the other pieces of debris that have happened in the collapsed building,
Mhm.
the dissolved remains, everyone who used the toilet in the last few hours after eating our terrible mushroom risotto. It's just going to be one big golem of fungal horror.
Yes.
This
And
sounds
that's it.
awful.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. Terrible. I would like to take a Dragon's deal. I mean, I want to hear it first, but I'm going to take it. Because it's going to be about the mushroom kaiju.
Yeah, okay, so a Dragon's deal. Well, let me think about this.
If you need any inspiration, I'm making a giant mushroom monster that I have no ability to control. So.
Also, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be significantly harder for us to pretend it wasn't us when this is done.
Yes.
I don't know about that. I think it's certainly.
Well, they do have magical investigation services, so yeah. They may be able to trace it back to you eventually. But.
Yes. Yeah. I question whether it was any harder because we have basically put our faces on everything. But it's possible we cause so much destruction that it'll be a moot point.
Right. So what I'm going to say is that this kaiju is not going to stop with Ares macro technology.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to bust out of the building and start
100%.
attacking other things, cars,
100%.
bypassers.
100%. Yes.
That's
absolutely.
Bad.
Yeah. It's really bad. Dumb move. Polly's just like, I just wish I knew what your will was. Oh, great mushroom. And let's roll.
Oh, please work.
Oh my god, there were so many ones. 113.
Oh wow. Well, you know what I'm gonna say?
It just starts walking the wrong direction.
Yeah, is that it basically busts out of the building immediately.
Yeah.
And doesn't do any more destruction to the macro technology building, but it is terrorizing people on the street.
Polly takes a deep sigh and says, well, that makes sense. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
This was your will. Okay.
Okay, so more heat is coming down on this situation at this point because it's attracting the attention of every authority in town at this point.
Yeah.
What's your exit strategy, Jackie?
Well, it depends. How much of the infirmary is still standing now that half the building's been taken over by?
It's fine. It is
infirmary's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It literally, the mushroom thing blew up and went right out the atrium, and somebody is still on the phone taking calls. Macros is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's out on the street doing cart. Oh God.
All right.
113. Wow.
All right. At this point, what's Jackie's situation? So Jackie's been being rushed somewhere, I'm assuming, to be checked.
Yeah, they're going to take you down to like some sort of high-tech scanning machine is what they're doing.
That sounds good to me. So they're rushing me out. I'm assuming at this point, is it me and just the doctors?
The security guards are still here, actually.
What's up?
The security guards are still here, too.
The security guards are still with me.
Yeah, but the machine is one of those where you are taken into a room and then everybody has to get out of the room because of the radiation or whatever.
All right. So, I guess what I was getting at with, I'm assuming since I'm going to probably, this is going to be kind of a retcon or something, but in order to actually wear a convincing guard outfit in this, I'm assuming I have his gun.
Yeah. The one that he shot you with. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we know the gun exists, and I know that it makes sense for me to have it on my person when we do that. If it was just me and the doctors, I'd probably hold someone hostage to get myself out. But I don't think I can pull that off now with the other guards there. I'm gonna let him scan me.
Yeah.
Why not?
This seems like a bad idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's a bad idea, but
I think we're out of options. I think we got caught.
Oh, I'm getting scammed.
Yeah.
And Mongoose, you're being taken down to the infirmary right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll need to let them, I don't know, give me a trauma blanket or something before I can get out of here. Like, I can't really get out while I'm pretending to be hysterical.
Yeah. You get a blanket put on you, and then the guards are going to leave. Because of the large monster rampaging outside the building.
Yeah, that would get the guards to leave.
Do my guards leave once I'm inside the machine?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm inside of a machine. Is this like an MRI thing where I'm like in a big tube?
Yeah, you're in a big tube.
Okay.
So I'll ask
they would probably have taken your gun away.
Actually. Yeah, no, it's probably with wherever my clothes are. They probably had me stripped down, put on a Johnny in a separate room.
Yeah.
Well, I came back to the infirmary and Jackie was gone, so I'm gonna say what happened to that guard? The guard whose face,
the nurse who's attending you will say, "Oh my, I don't know what's happened to that poor man, but he's been taken to the scanning room. They're trying to figure out what's going on."
Is he gonna be all right?
She says, "Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine," when her face says, "Oh no, he's not going to be fine."
Fuck. Well, I know how I'm getting out of here, but I don't know how Jackie's getting
out.
out.
Not yet. Neither does Jackie. I think Jackie's waiting to find out the scan results.
Meanwhile, outside, the paranormal police squad is showing up.
They've got literally bigger fish to fry than me right now. I'm not worried.
Yeah. So we're almost at time, so this is a good place to leave y'all.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna have
plan
to be
in
where
shambles.
So bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
it's all the dice rolls, man. Like,
yeah,
I think you made some bad decisions too. I think the kaiju might have been a bad decision.
Well,
I don't know about that. I think
it could have worked. You're right. It could have worked.
Yeah, and I had 3 dice to roll for it to work. I took a dragon's deal, so that means it was as bad as it could be. It was going to end up being bad. The only reason why it became a kaiju at all was because of the dragon's deal. It's like, well, it has to exist because it has to bite you in the ass. So I guess it exists, but it has no interest in Ares macro technology.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Oh my god. Good. I'm glad this is awful. But yeah, we'll find out
next week how the hell we get out of this one.
I think we just die. Let's just become prisoners.
Yeah. It's just possible at this point.
I'll get started on another character. Well, I mean, that's worst case. They figure out Jackie's a shapeshifter and we go from there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure everything was.
Jackie will be fine. I'm not worried.
All right.
This will be fine too. It's Polly I'm worried about mostly. So.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if wait, hold on. We have a comment that I want to make sure we get. It's possible you just get
an entanglement before the end. And yes.
Yes. Thank you. Save me, Jeebus. Yeah, great game. We got our asses handed to us on this one.
Yeah.
That was fun. We started off so well, not this session, but like the first part of this adventure, we were knocking it out of the park, and then it's as if we had done no homework, which we did not do.
Yep.
Well, Yeah, tune into next time, and this is your chance to catch up on the podcast and see exactly where we were going. Anything else that we want to hit before we close? We're on next week, right? Next Monday,
Yep.
we should be on.
Yeah.
Should be.
Tom, thanks. That's all I have to say. Tom, thanks. Yeah, that's the name of our Woody. Remember, Tom?
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, not Tom.
Well,
Hanks.
Tom, thanks, because it's the Thanksgiving show, the after show.
Oh, I see.
We're good.
That's terrible.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at Non-Productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.